Welcome to the HMG Executive Leadership Spotlight. Here's our host, Hunter Muller.
Hello, I'm Hunter Muller, founder and CEO of HMG Strategy. I'm here with Andrew Wilder. Andrew is the CISO for Community Veterinary Partners. Andrew, congratulations on being an HMG Strategy CISO of the Year for the healthcare adjacent category.
Thanks, Hunter. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you having me here today.
Give us a little insight. What is Community Veterinary Partners? It sounds like a fascinating model.
Community Veterinary Partners, we own about 150 veterinary hospitals. And the business model is we go to a vet who owns a practice and we say, look, you didn't go to veterinary school so that you could do HR and finance and IT. Let us do all that stuff for you. We'll buy the practice from you. We'll bring you back on with a salary. And most people say yes to this, and we just continue to grow.
Interesting. A great model. Everyone loves their pets and cats, right? Or their dogs and cats. When you think of keeping the enterprise safe and secure, what are some guiding principles relative to your go-to-market cyber strategy?
Yeah, so we're lucky enough to have a PE group that does a monthly cybersecurity assessment for us. And when I first came in to CVP, we were at 52% on the monthly security maturity assessment. I'm happy to say that as of today, we're at 89%. And we've done that through focusing on a framework based on the CIS 18 critical controls and really looking at asset inventory, protecting the exterior, and then starting to protect our users' identities, things like that.
And partners are key to your success, right? Talk to us about your approach in pulling together the right partner framework, the right partner portfolio.
Well, just like building a great team, building a great group of partners is all about diversity. You know, if you get too deeply into a relationship with one specific vendor and there are changes that happen, whether it's a buyout, an IPO, changes to the team, those can really adversely affect the cyber maturity of your own business. So for me, I really like to build a diverse tech stack to make sure that if there's any kind of quick strategic moves we need to make, we can do that if necessary. So I'm trying to go out there and get a diverse stack. I do that a lot by working with innovative and cutting edge cybersecurity startups, some of whom I've met through the HMG conferences. You have a startup section. And so that's the way that I find a lot of unique viewpoints and help to bring those in and bring up our cyber maturity.
Hey, really great forward-leaning, innovative thinking and ideas. I love it. Andrew, when you think about nation states going after enterprises and companies and institutions, the environment has totally changed in the past 2 to 3 years to an incredibly aggressive environment. Talk to us about that aggressive environment. And again, with these innovative companies, redefining that perimeter, redefining the whole risk profile of the enterprise.
Yeah, so somebody just said today that the M&M approach no longer works when you're talking about nation state hackers. And the M&M being crispy and hard on the outside and soft in the middle. So we used to talk about securing the perimeter. Well, the perimeter really doesn't exist anymore, right? Everyone working from home or hybrid or working from anywhere, and everything is on every device that you have. So the perimeter is gone. And you have to start looking at how do we protect our data? How do we protect our identities in an environment where those things could be anywhere? So innovative tools that are looking at how to do that, that's really how you compete against nation state actors today. If you're relying on the traditional approach of I'm just going to protect my network, you're going to lose.
So it really then does take a coordinated effort to protect the whole enterprise with multiple vendors or partners. All in, how many do you work with at one time?
So it depends on the size and maturity of the company. I've been at some organizations where we had between 50 and 70 different cybersecurity vendors, and then at smaller organizations where we have between 10 and 15. So it really depends on the risk appetite of the business and what things you have the opportunity to be able to go and address.
Great stuff. And then what about your reporting process and the roll-up? Where do you typically report into within the enterprise?
So normally, and this is controversial, but most CISOs today still report into CIOs. I'd say at about the 50% level. The other reporting structure is normally to report to the board. So at the last company that I was at, I was part of the audit committee. I presented to the board 5 times a year. We looked at some key metrics around cybersecurity, maturity, and we did something a little different. We went through the CIS 18 controls. We'd go through 2 or 3 of them in every board meeting to give kind of a deep dive to help the board members increase their knowledge of cyber maturity and grow and understand the entire landscape.
Andrew, it's exciting times. Talk to us a little bit about your leadership style.
So my leadership style, I really have 2 things that I do for my team, Hunter. Number 1 is I'm here to help them advance in their career. So learning and training is a big thing. We devote 10% of our team's time to advancing. We believe that if you're not constantly learning, you will become obsolete. And the second thing is creating a safe space for people to succeed. You know, Steve Jobs said, we don't hire great people to tell them what to do. We hire great people to tell us what to do. So creating that safe space and being able to get rid of roadblocks like financial resources, training, skills, things like that to help the team succeed in a safe space.
Interesting insights. I agree with that 100%. You know, Andrew, what is it about the HMG Strategy platform, summit model, research model that keeps you coming back and keeps you engaged?
Well, so I'm part of the St. Louis HMG community, and it's a really rich community that you well know. We see you every year, and you're a part of it. For me, I really like as I spoke about before, I really like the startup sessions. I like hearing from cutting edge startups, seeing what they're doing in the cybersecurity world, and that's helped me to engage with some startups that I think have really helped to grow my cyber maturity, not only at one company, but potentially in the future as well.
Thank you so much for that, Andrew. I love working with you as well and collaborating. St. Louis is an amazing market. Actually, we're in 50 markets across North America. All of them are amazing. 30 summits, 30 dinners, about 1,000 digital experiences a year, and a research agenda that makes a difference, that matters in our industry. Andrew, thank you very much, and congratulations again. Congratulations on being a 2024 HMG CISO of the Year for the healthcare adjacent category.
Thanks so much, Hunter. I really appreciate it. Cheers.